Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about cross-platform production, the meaning of transmedia, and how this can help you tell stories across multiple platforms. We'll be focusing on what the audience is expecting to respond to in terms of the engagement with a variety of media products. And we will be focusing also on how they access content in an increasing variety of ways, such as using their mobile phones or through TV. And we will be looking at the way in which transmedia storytelling has gained academic currency during the opening years of the 21st century. As a concept, it has become central to the understanding of how new media technologies are leading to the creation of new forms of storytelling. And we will be looking at how you will be able to implement these new stories into your project and how transmedia storytelling can help you deliver a creative project shaped on the intersection of multiple texts. So the purpose of transmedia storytelling is to pull into this world we are creating our users, to give them the power to interact with the content we are creating, and the opportunity of bringing these elements out of the world we are creating into the dimension, the world of our users, our viewers, and our audience. The world we build is one of the most important elements in transmedia and cross-platform production. The more detailed is the world, and then the more the users will believe in it, they will look at it and find it real. It doesn't necessarily have to be fictional, but it has to be a world that relates to your audience. Now, going back to the experience of the users, we have to remember that immersion and performance are one of the main factors and characteristics of storytelling. So the experience of this kind of production requires answering some questions related to those aspects. For example, what exactly do we want our users to experience? I call them users because on this occasion, they will be able to interact with the content you create. Whether it's the most basic interaction, which is to continue the story from a book to a film, or from a film back to the book, or for example, thinking about the ending of a story or discussing the story on a social media platform. But what do we want them to experience and live? What kind of engagement? Is it a passive or an active engagement? Do we actually want them to influence the way in which the story unfolds, or just comment on it and critique it? When they actually engage with the content, how do we want to use this reaction? Do we want to make it available? Do we want to bring it back into the story? Is the experience something that can be brought back to real life? For example, do you expect this to happen in a conference hall or at the cinema, or is this happening online? So transmedia experiences for users and viewers are at the core of cross-platform production, because they really do ask the question of what level of control would you like your audience to have? And this audience we are discussing, an audience that supposedly should play a fundamental role in the story and the narratives? Is your audience passive? So these spectators, are they interacting passively? Or are they sharing the content? Are they spreading the content across different platforms, on social media, via their mobile phone? So it's not just a question of sharing, but it's also a question of spreading the story, enlarging it, and accessing various users across the globe. This is done via websites, apps, cinema, TV. We already mentioned books, if you can think of comics, web series, even video games. There's a number of options available for audiences.